these is this a slideshow that you have going on? So Zero streams tonight too.
Zero's actually streaming tonight?
Yeah, it's 2 hours after us, right?
Okay.
Starts at 8, but 8 o'clock his time. Let's see if we pop. Did we pop up on Zero Limits Gaming?
Let me check. You guys should be popping up on the affiliate grind. Yes, you did.
Where is that? And
Streams and casts.
Streams and casts. Affiliate grind, nice. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm. Ethan, your camera's not playing. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I just shut it off for a second. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The March of Misery. Tonight, I will be your DM. My name is Ethan. For all those who are here, please go through and let us know your name and who you're going to be playing tonight.
Well, I'm Life, and today we will be playing Blythe, from the Church of Yara, a high elf raised in the church and thrown into this desolate land.
I'm Chad, and I'll be playing Rolflin, champion of Dragorth, the Shadow King.
Hi, my name's Justin, and I will be playing Santiago La Flor de la Fuego, the first bulwark of the Flying Frost God in Orr's Landing. He is a cover of a romance novel that rides a giant white wolf and is just like debonair and handsome. It's like the people's hero, a real heartthrob, well-spoken, intelligent, strong, flexible, but he doesn't like push this stuff on you. He always makes you feel comfortable. Kind of like just the best person that you've ever probably encountered, but he doesn't make you feel bad for being less than that. Also, so being like as a D&D character, DPS is really important. So he's like the highest DPS, but also the highest heals, the highest AC. Like he's really is just the best character that has ever been made, and I'm excited for you guys to witness that.
It sounds like you will be excited to hear that.
Yeah, yeah. It's like so. Yeah, he's definitely trying to get killed by the DM.
And it has plot
No,
armor too.
no.
Did I mention that he can't die? I forgot to mention that part. Yeah.
Oh gosh. I suppose
shall
we'll have to
see.
test that theory. I'm not sure. Tonight, very well possibly be a doozy. Since we had a short of players last session, I ended up playing a character myself. So I will be playing your Zealot Barbarian, the Fallen Valkyrie of Etma, Rar. So last session, the players had made their way towards this giant tower across the desolate, stormy fields, the forlorn fields. And it seemed that all the party members were kind of getting swept away by these dust clouds with these blue eyes that just kind of swarmed in and out. And as you guys were running towards this place, and as your friends were being swallowed up by these and disappeared, the only people that managed to get there were Blythe. You witnessed Boom also being taken by one of these clouds, but also defended, and this figure out into the distance kind of jumped in with their spear when you met Rofflin, and as the dust kind of settled and blew away, there was nothing but Rofflin left standing, and Boom in this sort of deactivated state as you just find him on the ground, and almost like this, all of his plates kind of folding together into like a cube. Upon entering this tower, you guys saw a couple of things. A few rooms just riddled with webbed victims. One room that seemed to be this room of torture and punishment. As you walked in and saw this kind of body shackled up to this giant wheel hanging over a fiery pit. And along one of the corners of the rooms, you noticed one of the tables kind of laid out with all of these devices to pick and prod at people. Hey, what's up, Zero? And Valexian, how's it going? The next room over, you noticed shackled souls kind of all along the walls. Not only were they physically bound, but you noticed this sort of ethereal soul-like chain that kind of tethered them all together. And Rofflin, you were able to quickly slash that, and you notice the chain, kind of like a chain reaction, goes across the room, and the chain shatters and breaks. And as the almost like magic-like shards of glass fall to the ground and shatter and dissipate into the wind, you notice that all of the bodies that were bound there in their souls being released. And as they kind of dissipated into the wind, one of them even thanking you, Rofflin, as they passed off into the next world. It wasn't shortly after that, you guys explored the room below that, which also contained a bunch of sort of web victims and cocoons, and discovered a few items to help you along your journey. But as you were leaving, you heard the sound of what happened to be multiple footprints, or multiple legs hitting the ground. And it wasn't until you guys came around the corner and realized that it was two of these driders, these humanoid top half creatures with these spider-like bottom half. And you guys were in combat for quite a while. One of them being abnormally resilient with some excellent dice rolls. But you guys were finally able to smite your foes, and that is where we left off into the session. You guys find yourself in the room, and you hear around the corner. Actually, roll perception checks for me.
$15.
15.
I rolled a 9.
A 9. Okay. Rolflin, you're still kind of gathering yourself after just getting out of fighting with these creatures. You notice one's kind of toppled over and one like rolled up on its back, just like a spider, and its legs kind of curled up and folded towards the center. Blythe, you hear the familiar sound of like stone against stone floor. The very familiar. You definitely remember this sound because you heard it whenever you came into the tower. It's the same noise that the door made opening, and it sounds like somebody's coming.
I definitely run towards the door. Who's there?
I think Rothlin's about to sit down and take a break. And he sees him take off. Come in. I follow Blythe.
As you kind of like get up, as you're like in mid sitting down, as you see Blythe take off, you both come around the corner and you see the door cracked, and this huge cloud of billowing smoke comes flowing through and kind of like coats the walls along the side, and you can't really see anything that's coming through, and all you see is like this sort of blackened shadowy figure behind, like through the smoke, and that's all you can really see. You just see like this large figure, and it looks like they're reaching a hand out towards you.
Hello. I yell out into the. I don't grab the hand. Just smoke and a hand reaching towards us.
Yes.
I cast light to see if I can see any better through the smoke.
As the smoke still comes billowing through and finally begins to dissipate, Santiago, as you step through the doorway here, you notice this bright light kind of shining through as you're coming through the dark storm and the smoke. Please describe to Rothland your character under the influence or impression that you have just been running for your life and somehow miraculously made it out of the death storm in this valley that you were almost swallowed up by.
So I come kind of break through. I see this light in front of me, and there's like a hand reaching out toward me, you say?
You're like posting your hand up against the door to open it up.
Oh,
also
yeah.
like bracing yourself, but all they can really see is like it
Oh,
looks like a shadowy figure sticking their hand out
all
towards
right.
you.
So when the light finally it's starting at the feet of Santiago, the silhouette leaned up on a door, their arm placed kind of above their head in this kind of nonchalant fashion. You can see the plate armor with battle scars, the dust kind of settling in it and running across it, and the light moves up, and you can see bits of dirt and blood And this character, their traps kind of lightly bulging outside of the armor as it rests gently in a very form-fitting way. And across their face, not covered in dust, but just slightly glistening, with a bit of sweat across their brow. Their hair you would expect to be matted and stuck, but is instead gently, kind of like as he runs his fingers through his hair, and he's breathing like in like heaving kind of way, but controlled. Well, I thought that would be the end of me, Santiago La Flor del Fuego, but I have found my way. And he steps through the doorway, his chest out, to the sanctuary. And who do I find?
Santiago, where have you been?
Blythe. It's so good to see you, my friend. Hell, I believe, and back. Wait. Be careful, Blythe. Behind you. And I'll draw my sword, and I'll, in a one motion, dash it, kind of sliding in front of Blythe to face this other figure that I've never seen before.
And you see
Sit
he's
down,
standing before
Santiago.
you.
He's a friend.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
you
And
must
yeah.
be
So
one of
who am I?
Blythe's
What am I?
friends. He steps back. What you see is a dark figure that has he's just smoldering. He has like this gentle, like shadow-like smoke that just constantly drifts off of him. He looks like almost like an automaton, like a warforged, with a mask and heavy half-plate armor. But you can see what skin is exposed on his arms, on his neck, is thin, like wrinkled, thin, very old looking. And in the center of his breastplate, bluish, black, glowing. The best I could just is an orb that's set into his armor, and you can tell just at a quick glance that his armor and this piece in the center of it is powering him somehow. And when he speaks, you can tell that his voice is that of a very old person. Oh, you must be one of Blythe's party members. He's told me about.
Well,
My name is
and-
Roughlin.
And unmistakably so. I would be Santiago La Flor del Fuego, bulwark of the Flying Frost God, first champion to stand before all that would hurt the people of Orl's Landing. Rider of the Flying... Do we have time for this, I'm wondering? Because you seem to be... sick. Like, are you always leaking like this? Blythe, is he okay?
He's perfectly fine. You have no need to concern.
No. Perfectly fine is something that I'm very familiar with. And I'll Santiago will look at the camera and wink. This is not perfectly fine.
Roughlin kind of turns around and looks on the ground to see if maybe some of what Dartharian's, maybe I do have a leak. I'll look around on the ground.
Well, the smoke is like... Do not breathe it, Blythe! We will become like him, I'm sure of it.
Oh,
Foreshadow.
that, yes.
Well, this is...
Perhaps I should show you. Before this, do not be startled. And beside you appears a shadowed figure, just a pure shadow humanoid appears beside you. That is it looks like me, but just no details, just blackness. Appears beside you.
Enemies abound! Blythe, behind me! And I'll swing at it.
Okay. Yeah,
I'll cut through it.
AC's 18.
Okay.
Immediately after that happens, you notice another figure appear around like the hall behind you where Blythe and Rolflin came from, and they just say you just notice like this long muscular build, like this huge like strong shoulder, like leaning over with this long brown hair.
Mhm.
Did somebody say combat?
Ah,
Who is
Right.
that?
Hrothgar, not yet.
As you see this figure kind of poke his head around the corner. I don't know which one specifically shows you ID both. There you go.
is this is excuse me. Who are you, sir? Friend or foe?
Neither. I am Hrothgar, fallen Valkyrie of Edma. I will earn my place back at his side.
It's the one title, though. Interesting. Also, do you skip leg day?
No. As he hold on, let me roll.
I mean, you
He
cover
does the
everything
stomp.
else.
Let him do the quad stomp. Flex the quad.
12. Yeah, he like sticks a leg out and does like the bodybuilder flex, and like you can see like each individual like quadricep muscle.
Yes.
I mean, I'm gonna bring you
your
guys to
calves,
the.
it's just that it's just that your
here.
calves are very like they seem neglected, you know, for somebody who is so into their physique. Just saying. Blythe, I'll turn. Your new friends. I'm glad they have kept you alive for as long as they have. Because looking upon them, I fear you might not have survived for very much longer. But I am here now to protect you. What is this place?
I'd have died a long time ago.
And if it weren't for me, you would have died very soon. From now, because, well, you know, no offense. Men with tiny calves and person who is about to die any minute, but Santiago La Flor de la Fuego is here to save you.
Santiago's also under the Gaius spell, isn't he, from you, Blythe?
Yes, absolutely under the guy still, yeah.
All right. And just after he says that, you notice that some of the lanterns in the hallway begin to flicker, and a like a bolt of lightning begins to spark at the base of this pillar here in the middle of the room, and like blasts in a spiral up. And it looks like it goes up through the ceiling. And again, you notice the variation of runes that seem to sort of like rapidly fade in and out and kind of cycle in an upward motion up this cryptolith.
I think we should head above and see where this energy is circling to. I may be able to put a stop to whatever's going on here.
Santiago says, of course, I will lead the way. But you notice he's not looking at you, Blythe. He's like, he has his eyes squinted towards Hrothgar. Of course, let me lead the way.
I don't care who leads the way, just let us go.
It's just important that the strongest among us, you know, leads the way. Excuse me.
And Hrothgar like bumps his elbow into Rolflin. Does he realize that he is short? And then he continues slowly.
Man. I'm like 6'2". All right, you're just a freak of nature. You just jump over top of the pillar.
I forgot. Yeah, you have control of. So you guys are gonna head upstairs then?
Yeah. So this. Have you guys explored this space thoroughly? And we are to go straight.
Yes, we've been through here already. We've done all we can for the souls down here.
Wonderful.
As you approach the spiral staircase, you notice that as you look up, it just begins to get darker and darker, as if somebody forgot to install the torch lights for this. But make perception checks for me.
Oops.
$13.
Somebody also forgot how to use the
So you can click your token, and then the top left, you have
14.
I got.
token control, and then go to attributes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I've got the thing up here. I was
Okay.
looking for it under there. Santiago's like, looking at Rothgar, and like just checking out his axe. You know, it's just a bit overkill with like the skull motif. You know, seems a little bit overdone.
Stay on your guard, little one. I can hear something.
Oh yeah,
And, Blythe, you also hear the sort of chattering, and as you take up another couple of steps, you guys begin to notice like this blue glow kind of emanating towards the exit, towards the next floor, and you also begin to hear somebody screaming, "No! You can't do this! You can't make me! Stop! Quit it! I don't want to! No!" And then just like the rustling and tussling, like somebody's being drugged, you can hear like the sliding of like feet on the stone floor.
We must help them. Let's hurry.
I immediately run. Of course, Blythe. And I cast what's the spell? I immediately cast goodness. Let me find the spell. Makes me move faster. Oh, it's not. Oh no, you didn't put it on here. Oh no, we don't have it on here. Oh no. Yeah. Well, it was gonna be Zephyr Strike is what makes me move faster. But instead, what I'll do is I'll how big is this hallway? When he says that?
The staircase or the spiral
Yeah.
stairs. It's like 10 feet wide.
Like 10 feet wide.
Yep.
All right, and then what? Is it big enough for me to mount Ellie and then like right up into here?
It would be a tight squeeze, probably. Like there'd be just enough room.
Just enough. You
So
think?
you'd like to do that?
I'd like to, but I don't. I think. Wait, here it is. Primal Companion.
I got you.
Yeah, I can't. Well, there's like a thing to summon it too. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Anyway. Yeah. I'll summon Ellie, and so what you guys see is I'll like bite a bit of my thumb, and draw it across, and like create a little bit of blood, and I rub it across a small like opal that's in my armor, and throw it onto the ground, and from that a giant frost wolf kind of like comes out of the shadow as if it had been there the entire time, taking up that space, wearing like they have a lance kind of on their side, and they're wearing a saddle. Ellie, let's go. And I'll reach out and grab the horn as she takes off and jump on her back, so that we to bolt ahead, and I'll have her take the dash action as well.
As you get to the top of the staircase here, and you break the corner, you notice a very, very strange room. You can see the cryptolith that was on the bottom floor extending up through this room as well, and up to the ceiling. again. Immediately coming around the corner, you notice somebody standing over here at this structure that seems to be housing all of this energy that's being funneled from these two little smaller cryptoliths, and the energy seems to be funneling into the main cryptolith that's in the center of the room. So you can't see it there. But when you round the corner here and come out just enough, you do see where the yelling was coming from. You notice that these people in robes with these little sort of krises up against their back, kind of like shoving them towards to potentially hook them up to be their next siphon here. As you notice, you can already see around the room that there seems to be like these lifeless bodies. I know they're represented as skeletons on here, but I'm gonna say that they are more not the dog, but
Ellie, be quiet. We are trying to listen to the description of the room. Calm down. We will get them in a second. Good girl.
They are more like spectral forms of humanoids, and this one over here closest to you, actually when you come around the corner, you notice that they're shackled and bound by this energy. They actually look over towards you, and they look like there's some kind of like spiritual or ghost form still having the life being sucked from them.
Well,
what would you guys like to do?
it is your lucky day, my friend. Ghost cultists? No problem. And I'm gonna fucking run over there and just try to fucking get the dude to safety. Basically, is what I would like to do. But I will wait to do that until I hear what everybody else wants to do as well.
Okay.
Right, Blythe? This is what we do. Huh?
Yes, we need to save as many souls as possible. And I start and not try and enter the room, but Ellie's still standing in the way.
Oh, okay.
You notice.
All right.
They begin to notice. Wait, who's there? Get him!
Oh, your worst enemy, my friend.
Are you just?
Cultists.
Is this just Ellie moving forward?
No, I was supposed to go with her.
Okay.
So I'll have my lance, right? And I'll just straight fucking lance this dude
Okay.
from the back of Ellie. Let's see. Make the attack.
Uh, 15 is gonna hit. Roll for damage.
Nice. I get something special for mountain combatant. I'm just gonna do what that says real quick. You have advantage on melee attack rolls against unmounted that are smaller than my mount. And okay, cool.
That's all of them.
So, yeah, that's gonna be fucking everybody in this room. So I'll go ahead and make another roll just to see if it's a crit.
Crit, yeah.
No, by God, it was close. By God,
All
it was
right.
close.
Roll for damage.
All right, cool. Yep. I can do that. I can roll for damage, everybody. There we go. Oh, hell yeah.
Makes noise.
Which one were you aiming at first?
It would be this guy right here that's like holding
Okay.
him.
Yeah, you run up and charge on Ellie, and as you hit him with the lance, he goes like flying up in the air 10 feet, smashes up against this small cryptolith, and just splatters on like the rough stone surface, and you just see him fall limp onto the ground.
I mean, seriously, that was it? Oh, I'll look at the guy and the cultist. That's it's like that'll happen. What am I looking at here? And I'll like look at the other two cultists and then the guy.
After seeing that, you notice that this cultist, like grabs this person even tighter and like begins to step back with the knife at their throat. And this one
Alright.
begins to kind of like you start seeing his knees like shake and buckle.
Yeah.
Get
let's
him.
Get, see,
Kill
you need
him.
to listen to. You need to listen to your friend. He has the right idea. You, sir, are fucked. And I'll step off of Ellie, and I'm going to take that man, and I'm going to put him on my wolf, and walk away. And you could do two things. You can die, or you can walk away. And I like
I think
draw
Make
my
a
sword and walk
intimidation
forward.
check.
All right.
With advantage since you just one shot his homie.
All right. That would be a nat motherfucking 20.
Ah! Ah!
Damn.
I didn't mean to.
No. Starts running away.
You just see. I mean, you guys all have attacks of opportunity if you would like, but yeah, he just books it and begins to run down the stairs.
I'll like
I mean,
blow my
why
hair
not?
out of my face. Oh, you gonna go?
All right, make
Yeah, as
your
he passes Rothland, he just shoves a spear in his throat.
okay. Make attack rolls.
12.
12 hits. Roll for damage. 6
damage.
points. Yeah, you like batter him with your mace as he's walking, and he like kind of falls over to the side, bumps into you, Rothland. What did you roll?
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to do him in there. Let's see. I rolled a 20 to hit,
Okay, yeah, that'll hit.
and it does 12 damage.
12 damage, yeah. So yeah, Blythe, you like batter him with your mace as he's walking by, and he begins to stumble, and he does that motion where he's like moving his arms forward, trying to keep himself from falling, and just before he does, Rothland, your spear like goes directly through the back of his head and like out of his mouth, and he just goes limp and falls down to the ground. I gotta get out of here.
Blythe and friends, there is a cultist who has decided to change his ways coming through the tunnel. Please allow him to change his life and go on and live a new one. I kind of yell backwards since I can't see what's going on behind me.
Yep, and he's dead.
He'll have a second chance.
What would everybody else like to do?
He'll have
This is kind of like a free for all.
another
There's not like
chance
an
and
initiative
another
order.
life.
So
Yeah.
feel free to describe like what you guys would like to do.
Has the other cultist let them
I'd
guy
like
go
to.
yet?
No, they're in
Oh, he
Furious
never let
clinch.
him go?
no. The only thing that the ram was this one over here that they already killed.
Oh, I got you.
This one still got them in like a lock with the knife up to their neck.
I would like to take my second attack, or Blythe, if you wanna jump in here.
Yeah, I was gonna see if I could sacred flame one of his arms to try and make him release the grip on the person he's holding hostage.
Okay.
Savage.
Sacred Flame is a dex save, I believe. A 19 dex save. Holy
God
moly.
dang, dude.
Oh, it's because, yeah, you got a sweet item last time.
Yes, I did.
Dexterity save.
Ooh.
He almost
15.
rolled a 20. I was about to be salty.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
10 damage.
Yeah, you see him. If I die, he dies.
I would like to.
And
He like slashes his throat.
no, he bursts
No.
in flames from the sacred flame and dies.
Okay, I would like to rush. I'd like to, because I stepped off of Ellie. I'd like to, and I was addressing that guy, telling him like, you have two choices. So I'd like to move forward and kind of get in between the guy that they were trying to put on the pillar and this other cultist. Is that cultist dead? Oh yeah, both of those guys are dead.
Yeah, they're both dead.
Oh, it's just that guy that's left. Oh, that was
Thank you.
Hello, my. It is no problem. For Santiago La Flor de la Fuego, first bulwark of the Flying Frost God.
They were trying to
There's
suck
more
the
to-
life out of me.
We have all been there, my friend.
You see,
But this is not.
they're still here somehow, but not. I don't understand.
Well, these are dead bodies. This is what is left after you dispatch of the evil bad guys. I don't know what happens, actually.
I'm
I
talking about
typically
the
just-
spirits on the cryptoliths.
Oh. That makes more sense, yes. Excuse me. I would like to have a good look. And I'll just kick the cultist's body. I'll just roll it over. Oh, excuse me. What do you know of these? Who are you? Who is this guy that we're looking at here? This guy that was gonna be put on there.
While Santiago is distracted, can I approach Ellie? If he's
Yes, you can.
okay, I'll let him do what he's doing there.
Okay.
I am Ulfa. Thank
Okay.
you for saving me.
It's just Ultha, though. There's no special titles.
I'm
or-
sorry, I don't have a million titles like some people.
Is it okay? Not everybody can be, many people are saying that it's magnificent to have so
Some,
many titles.
Some might call me Ulfa the Commoner, if you will.
Ah. No, I wouldn't be so disparaging. You're Ultha the Survivor. So I like this. Santiago saved Ultha the Survivor. Oh, what is happening here, Ultha?
I don't know for sure. But
Okay,
I can
where
only
did you come
tell you
from?
what I see.
Right. Where did you come from? I imagine you weren't born here? Do you know what this place is?
I am from the Pharaoh's Valley. What it once was. I've been trapped in some prison of webs. They pulled me through that door there.
That must be terrifying.
That's where they bring
you
all
don't-
of us, one at a time, to use us as fuel for whatever this is.
I think while he's having a chat with Arthur, I'm gonna walk up to this and see if I can see what the blue glowing aura is.
I'll say as you walk up to, if you're talking about these just
Yes.
are braziers, but with
Okay.
blue fire instead of like your typical torch flame.
Bones instead of logs or something. So, you, and I reach over to Ulthar and I pull off a big cobweb off his shoulder and stuff. Yes, it must be terrifying because you do not know if, if there are a bunch of spider eggs in there ready to hatch, or maybe just one big spider or something. Oh, I understand. It's terrifying. Were you alone, or are there more?
There is more.
How many?
He just kind of shakes his head. Beyond count. Family. Friends. Neighbors. Everyone who wasn't able to make it out.
There are at least 10 others. Or 1, 2, 3. And I start using my fingers. At least 10 more. I turn back, very seriously. At least 10 more we must save.
Cross that bridge when we come to it, Santiago. There's no need to worry about rushing things at the moment. He was
There
the
could be-
immediate threat.
They are covered in spiders. They must be terrified.
Is there anything you guys can do to stop these anchors here from siphoning what's left of these spirits? I would try, but I'm not very strong or powerful.
And I
What were you gonna say?
Santiago puts his hand on Ulfgar's shoulder. And he looks him in the eye. And he places his hand on the side of his face. Ulfgar, what you have said saddens me. Think that you are not capable and you are not strong is something that you just don't say it out loud, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's not good for you to like talk about those things. Because I'm sure you are very you know, like pretty good at some stuff, maybe like, you know, turnips or whatever. But you don't talk about, you know, not being strong. And I pat him on the face. And then I turn to Blythe and I give him a thumbs up. You know.
Blythe just puts his face in his hand and shakes his head.
Is he always like this?
He can be a bit much at times. I'm sorry, Ulfgar. But please try and find your way to safety while we dispatch of this.
Yes, I am not much of use here. I will be on my way. Thank you again. And
Can you
I kind of give him directions to the camp
Wait,
so he can get back there.
all right.
Santiago's
I
sitting there
received them
thinking. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying he received the directions and is going to follow them the best he can.
If only. Like after after Ulfgar's gone, for sure gone. Now, once we go through the portal, if only there was a way for us to know exactly where the other survivors were and how many there were, so we were sure that we were doing a good job. Very tricky. If only.
Let's not jump through the portals just yet. Let's see if there's a way to stop these anchors.
You notice that the chains that connect to the little center focus here, the chains look like the ones that were downstairs that were linking all of the bodies together.
Rofflin, do you think you can sever these chains like you did the others downstairs?
Well, and as you look over at Rofflin and talk to him, and Santiago, as you turn around, Rofflin's petting Ellie and talking and kind of talking to her. Can't really hear what he's saying. He's kind of whispering to her, and he's like giving her chin scratches.
Mm-hmm.
And as he does, her neck kind of glows blue for just a second, and you hear him say to Ellie, "And now your bark will be just as bad as your bite."
Okay.
And
Life, you're live. Or life, you're hot. All right. What did you say to her, Jevin?
he says, "Now your bark will be just as bad as your bite." Kind of gives her a couple pats on the head, and he pulls out his spear as Blythe says that to him. Pulls out his spear. "Well, I'll try." And I turn to you, Santiago, and I say, "So a knight of All's Landing, I see." And I'll approach one of the beams, I guess it is, one of the tethers, and I'll attempt to break it with my spear again. This one here, yeah, to the right, up far upper right, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you go to strike it.
First, but as
Oh, go
okay.
ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say as I approach it, I'm looking at it too. Can I make some kind of check that this is what, like maybe a religion check or yeah, whatever you think, to make sure this is something that this is what needs to be done here. I'm trying to figure out this. What they're trying to summon. It's just like downstairs.
Make an insight check. Yes.
Could I give him advantage? Could I give him advantage? Or could I try something to see if it'll give him advantage?
What would you like to try to do?
Santiago's gonna just reach out and fucking try to grab the actual lightning bolt that's coming out of the soul. He's gonna reach with his hand and be like, and just touch it. Like you just see he's like very, like, huh, and then
Enticed.
touch it and see what happens. So that maybe that'll give him a little insight.
Okay, to give me advantage on insight.
Potentially, reveal a little information.
Still, two terrible rolls. It's an 8.
I'd like, well, yeah, Ethan, what happens, if you don't mind?
All right. You reach out and touch this stream of energy that is being flowing from the spirit into this receiver. Go ahead and make a charisma save for me.
Oh, too easy, man. That would be a 15.
A 15. So as you stick your hand out into this energy, the room goes completely black, and
Oh shit.
it looks like you are being, it looks like you're traveling at light speed through this spiraling tunnel of memories of this person that you don't know. You see them like running through the fields in Farrell's Valley as a kid, and eventually, you know, comes to being older and like reading books in the woods, and then like tilling a field, and eventually they're the adult, what they kind of look like now, sitting at the dinner table, and before they know it, like the scene just crashes with like this black and blue lightning and smoke as Farrell's Valley comes up into like risen into rubble from Carnea's raging storm of being terraformed, and
Could I try something?
and then it flashes to them being inside of a prison, and you notice
Can I try to focus on this? Yeah, on the prison space.
you notice a figure like fades in and out as it walks by as you're like looking through the bars of a prison cell, and you see this person kind of slowly walking through as they laugh, and kind of walk along and like drag a stick along the bars of your cell, and then it flashes to them being pulled through the portal up here as you know, the cultists sort of that are dragging them up to the cryptolith, stepping over dead bodies that didn't make it through the portal, and then being placed, and then you come to, and you pull your hand back as like a reactionary jolt, and all of this happens like in less than a second.
And Rolfin's looking dead at you.
She was crazy, man.
Well, are you okay?
Yes, I think so. I'll look at my hand. I think I am okay. It's it is not only. It is taking the memories, the pure essence of this person, their soul. There's something there. I saw where they were being kept. There is something that is keeping them there. Something terrible. Oh, is this the damage I take?
Roughlin
As you pull your hand back.
definitely.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, as you pull your hand back, and just like coming to after seeing this vivid imagery, or more of a memory, essentially, like you are seeing the memory through their eyes. You look at your hand and it's like almost charred, as like the flesh is like twisted and morphed around your hand, but also like blackened and blued from being burnt. And you take the 23 psychic damage.
No, it's not harmful, I say, and I like hold my hand up, and like one of my fingers is like bent backwards and just like dangling. It's like a memory, and I keep like shaking my hand, which is obviously messed up, and I haven't noticed it yet. It's smoldering, and there's like, it is I don't think that this is actually hurting these people. It seems to be completely harmless. But it is sucking. It is using their life force. Maybe they're perfectly fine, and we should be able to save them.
Santiago, come here. Let me see your hand.
Oh, shit.
Walk up to him.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I hand you my good hand, and I keep gesturing with the messed up one. Yeah, and
Look
like
at that
one
hand.
of the. What's it? Oh shit! When did this happen?
And I try and cure wounds on his hand.
Okay.
There's no restoring. There's only setting them free. And I will rear back my spear, and I'll try to break the beam, break the tether.
All right. Yeah. You cut through it too easy. I'm not gonna make you roll for it. And you heal for 16. And as you do that, you notice that, your hand definitely feels better, and like the charred and the burnt flesh seems to mend, but like the mutation and like the twisted of the muscle striations and the deformity doesn't, as your hand's like almost enlarged and mutinous. And as you cut through that chain, Roughlin, you hear the similar noise as all of these begin to shut down. You notice little flickers of light, almost like firefly lights, begin to appear like at a rapid pace around here, as this kind of, it almost like it shuts off and they release and kind of funnel out into a cloud above. And you look over and you notice that the individuals in like the spiritual form, they all simultaneously begin to rise into the air as if their spirits are being freed.
As soon as I look up and see that, I look over towards this other beam next to center, and my shadowed form appears there and makes a strike against it as well.
All right, too easy.
Should everybody take a turn?
No, you cannot take a turn. It's my job.
Sorry, DM's job. Oh god.
I'm the one that turns the tractor beams off, okay? God
That's
damn it.
so many dice.
And again, you see a rush of released spirits drift off into the air.
Are Are they
Yeah.
making noises or anything? They seem, yeah.
No, for the most part, they almost just look like little specks of light, except for the spiritual forms that were still kind of bound to these little cryptoliths. And they just kind of have like this smile over their face of relief, and they kind of look down at everyone in the room before they sort of dissipate into the air above.
It was my pleasure. Goodbye, Firefly
Oh,
people.
That's dope. I just realized I get 3 health points back. Sorry.
And just after that happens, you hear it almost sounds like the whole tower begins to shake and rumble, almost like the stone walls begin to sort of reverberate.
Rothgau, I understand. Your legs are fine. Quit stomping. I was just joking with you.
That wasn't me.
Well, if it wasn't you, then who was it?
And disconnecting
Ready?
those shut off the portals.
I'm sorry, what did, Blythe, you must explain this to me, maybe explain this to Rothgar. I already understand, but he seems a little confused.
It seems stopping the soul siphoning has disabled the portals.
Yes. And?
And I'm not sure if we need to actually proceed through them or not. I don't want to jeopardize these souls, but
So, there is no way for us to go save those other people now. Well, we must find a different way, is what you're saying?
I agree. Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying.
Me too. That is exactly what also I am saying. Because this extremely complex, so soul-siping situation is understandable. And I get it. I just needed to hear you say it.
And I'm assuming there's another floor to this place, correct?
As you look over the staircase, you can see that it keeps going up.
Okay.
And as the building begins to rumble again, it sounds like you hear thunder in the distance, as if the storm is brewing around you.
Let us continue to proceed upwards and see what we can find.
Ethan, does shutting these portals off, does it seem to be that, like the rumbling that we're hearing, we heard that before too, didn't we, in the lower level? Does it seem to be... Go ahead.
Make a survival check.
Survival, okay. A whole 8 survival check.
Level 8. Yeah, as
Rolfing's doing good.
as you hear that, it just sounds like rolling thunder. Being in the Farrell's Valley for so long, since ever since Carnea's reign take over, there's just the constant whirling storm above, and it
Sure.
seems to resemble that. So you guys make
Shall
your
we
way
proceed?
upstairs, is that what you said?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Are we going upstairs?
I'll follow. Blythe, wherever you will lead, I will follow.
Stay close by, Santiago. We can't have you hurting another ally.
I'm gonna group you guys all together so I can copy pasta you.
Yeah, you hear that, Rothgar? I am dangerous.
Oh,
I just
so
slap
this is the one.
Santiago on the back of the leg since he's on top of the wolf right now.
And Santiago will look over at Blythe. Yes, we did well. And I'll lean over and I'll just full on like good game. Just get one of your glutes up from under your robe and just a good slap. Pow! Yes, we did well. I did not know that the clergy had the same kind of expression and show of camaraderie and teamwork. I am familiar.
That is not what I was saying, Santiago. Watch your tongue.
As you make your way up the stairs and come through the doorway leading through, it seems that there is not another floor to get to. This is the top floor. As you come around the corner,
Okay.
as you come around the corner, you notice two tall figures with almost skeletal, spiritual, flame-like faces that kind of glow within this dark cowl that goes into like this long draped cloak that goes down to the floor that is draped over this like sharp and angular set of like overlapping paulders affixed to like this large set of just heavy armor, a very large sword that they're kind of like holding by the hilt up to their chest, and the sword like reaches all the way down. These figures stand, I want to say about 10 to 12 feet tall. Two of them, and they're just standing there, and they kind of just stare at you as you come around the corner. You notice that behind them there's this sort of circular device. It looks like a shallow pool, and you can actually see like the facial features and like the arms kind of another creature behind them as they're just kind of like floating in the water on their back. I do have pictures of homies here. That this will work better if I just bring you to the screen though.
Ooh. A Death Knight. Looks dope.
Here. Just take a second to load you in. Here we go. And this is the figures that you see standing before you. I need everybody to roll initiative.
I'll look over at. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, important question, Ethan. Did we perhaps maybe possibly get a short rest since the...
A short rest since when?
Since we were down... Since in the lowest level? Like since our last session?
Yeah, you can have a short rest because you guys were kind of just chilling there after the combat, and then Santiago came in. That's fine.
You know Santiago talks for at least an hour.
Who's rolling all these
Oh.
20s?
Rothgar and Blythe. And not the Death Knights.
What'd you roll, Roughlin?
$22. Sorry, nat 20.
Okay.
Oh my god,
Uh,
3 nat 20s. Holy shit.
So I'm gonna put you at the top
Cooking
of
and
the
booking.
order then, because Rothgar got the same as you, but you're actually a player. So, what would you like to do?
Yeah.
And Blythe as well. Blythe got a nat 20.
Oh, it's my turn. First thing. Okay. And we haven't really got a look at the thing behind the two Death Knights, right? That's
Correct.
what you're saying.
Correct.
Okay. And we're all on a flat surface here, or they're up above us a little bit.
Yeah. So it is like a flat surface, and you come up to here. Oop, and yeah, these are like a couple of steps that lead up, and it's the same all the way around. That this is slightly elevated compared. If it would let me ping. Yeah.
Okay.
All of these
Gotcha.
the big large stones are, beyond the stairs, are slightly elevated.
Right on. I'll move my full movement up. Let's see, I think that's just 30 feet. Let me make sure. Yeah, 30 feet. Me and my shadow entity, incarnation, will both move up 30 feet, and I will shoot. Rothland holds out his spear towards one and then towards the other one, and Eldritch Blast shoots one beam at each of the Death Knights.
An Eldritch Blast at each of them. Okay, make your attack rolls. Should we?
Oh shoot! Yeah, Eldritch Blast. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does not hit.
Okay,
Make
so
your
I
second
missed the one on my left. Yep, missed the one on the left and the one on the right. That is does a 20 hit?
A 20 hits.
Okay,
Roll for damage.
12 force damage.
12 force damage. Let's see if I can do math. All right. So you see Rufflin shoot that first blast. It just goes flying over the shoulder. Not quite getting your height adjustment since they're standing up a little bit elevated. Goes flying past, crashes into the stone wall behind him, and then the second one, it just crashes into their armor, and it just turns and looks at you, and kind of like as they're like holding their sword to the ground, you just hear the sword grind against the stone as they like push it forward towards you.
And I will bonus action cast Spirit Shroud. So the little bit of smoke and shadow bowling auto incarnation will glow as well. And I'll turn back towards Santiago and I'll say, "Tell Ellie to speak." And Ellie has Dragon's Breath cast on her.
But she is a wolf, and she cannot. But okay. Okay, of course. And then I'll lean over to Blythe. What is this old man talking about? It is a wolf. I mean,
I'm not quite sure either, but he seems pretty powerful. You may want to listen.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Your new friends are interesting.
All right, Blythe, what would you like to do?
All right. Let me look at the distance on this real quick.
Well, first things first, bonus action, I'm going to Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith.
Yep.
Okay.
Puts me at a 19 AC. May Yara's blessings protect me from this evil. As I reposition to get a little bit out of their line of, well, not out of their line of sight, but to engage one of them, and I cast Sacred Flame on the one on the right.
All right,
Or-
and that is a Dex save, I believe. All right, the one on the right. My right or your right?
I mean, I'm pretty sure we both have the same rate. This guy right there. 23. So they are dexterous. Good to know.
As it stands there, like a pillar of flame comes up from above, and it pulls up the the great sword, and like holds up and blocks the flame, and then sets it back down. Long sword, rather, not great sword. Just so there's not confusion. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That's all I can do this turn.
Okay. Just check one thing here. All right. Rothgar. For glory. And charges forward. I believe that's they can do 40. And you're going to take the dodge action this round. Which brings us to you notice this character that's in the pool raises their head up and sees everyone, and they slowly like lumber as they just like look completely uncomfortable, and their shoulders like roll forward, and they kind of like hunch over with their arms like straightly dangling down. I think I have a picture here for you. And they point their finger out towards Rothgar and Rolflin. And let me turn this music down, I'm sorry. You just hear this muttering. Does anybody understand deep speech?
Yes.
I do not. I do not.
They you interpret what they say is basically to drown. As the floor beneath you begins to kind of shake and rumble back and forth. I need Rothgar and Rolflin to make some dex saves for me as the ground begins to rumble and it feels like the stone tile beneath your feet is coming loose and falling through.
Dex saves.
And I believe the barbarian
nice.
gets advantage.
19.
Alright, the barbarian got a 20. Okay, so you both succeed. As they point their finger out at you and the ground begins to rumble and shake, and this sort of dark purple energy funnels a couple of feet away from you, and you see the floor sort of disappear in almost like this space vacuum. I need to bring your characters over.
Face vacuum. Isn't it? A black hole in the floor?
Where were you guys at? You were in the back. It's about there. Okay, perfect. Let me guess, it doesn't keep your freaking counter. Man, I can't switch scenes. Wait a minute, can I copy this? Link to scene.
Oh, nice.
Can I, does that work? I'm learning.
Yep, that worked.
Hey. Okay.
Hey.
Santiago.
All right. So this big hole opens up in the floor right here.
Yes.
Okay. But both of my boys are fine.
Yes. Yeah, just as like the rebels like coming out from beneath your feet, like Legolas stepping on the stones to climb up on the falling bridge. You guys reach out and you're able to like grab out and pull yourself up just as the stones begin to stop falling into this pit. Rothgar and Rothland, you manage to escape safely.
All right. Can I be like? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. All right. Hold on one second. Oops. I'm trying to measure a distance here, but like with trying to measure a distance here. All right, there's 25. Thank you. And then 50 there, so that'd be 75. Ellie's movement is 40. Zephyr Strikes makes it plus 10. So it gives me 100 feet of movement. The pool that's in front of me. Or that the Oracle is in. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's what does that pool of energy look like? What can I surmise from it potentially?
I mean, from what you can tell, it just looks like a pool of water.
Okay. And like these two things are protecting it. All right. Blythe.
Yes. How can I help you?
You can allow me to. You can tell me that I need to kill the Oracle. This is okay.
That's fine. You don't need to ask permission to take out enemies.
I mean, it's kind of like I am under a spell where my brain will come out of my nose if I. Okay, Ellie, let's do this. And I will cast Zephyr Strike on myself, which also casts it on Ellie.
Okay.
Alright. Yep, as first level spell. Alright, so there it is posted there. Which gives me walking speed is increased by 30. Holy shit. Alright, so I will go I will basically go like around this big guy here and then to like avoid an attack of opportunity or whatever, and then have me and Ellie like straight. I'll have Ellie use her like a dash to charge the Oracle. Is what I'd like to do.
All right. Where do you run around the pit?
Like right here. Like that.
Okay.
And there's like that. And then like that.
All right, too easy. Make your attacks.
Nice. All right. The first one from Santiago. Lance. Attack advantage. Whew. There's a 23 hit.
A 23 hits.
Oh, thank God. Holy crap. Okay, so I'm going
Jeez.
to. Yeah, I know, right? That's what I'm screaming.
Why was he thinking so hard?
I know, right? Fuck that. Let's see. I'm going to I'm gonna funnel a fucking oh shit. I'm gonna funnel a stop that. There we go. Branding smite into this motherfucker. That's what I'm gonna do. To add to
Brand
that.
his ass.
Yep, that's right. Branding smite. Here we go. So here's the damage on the lance. Here's the damage on the branding smite. So it's a total of 17 damage. 2d6 of it is radiant. It becomes it becomes visible if it is invisible, and it sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius and cannot become invisible until the spell ends. Oh, sorry. Let me roll damage on Zephyr Strike as well. Then that's an additional 5 on top of that for Zephyr Strike.
All right.
Now for Dragon's Breath, is that a action or bonus action?
It'd be an action for Ellie.
All right, well then
Yeah,
never mind
so
then.
she can't-
All right, then I will take my second attack with my lance. Since I have 2 attacks, does a 16 hit?
A 16 does not hit.
All right, cool. And then that will be the end of my turn.
All right. Yeah, you go to strike, and it holds both of its hands up. And when you strike through, it looks like that your lance goes in through a wormhole, and the lance like comes flying back over their shoulder, like towards you, and stops like right in front of your face. So that brings us to one of the Death Knight's turns.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
It's not
Ellie, we are doing so well.
telling
Nothing
me,
could possibly happen.
not telling me which one. So they'll just step forward, and they will take 3 attacks.
Oh shit.
Oof.
Was that me or Roth or Rhaegar?
Rothgar, and 14 will hit.
Gosh dang, low AC.
It's 26
No, he had-
damage.
Disadvantage because he's taking the dodge action.
Oh, that's right.
Who Hrothgar is?
Yes.
Yep.
Nice.
Almost forgot my own home slices. Doesn't matter.
Oh no, Hrothgar, watch out!
Don't die. All right. Goes for another. 21 will hit.
Damn it.
Another 21
Hrothgar.
damage.
Hrothgar, use your thighs. Move out of the way.
And for the third.
Why have you not yet got angry, Ruskell?
Okay,
Hrothgar, move.
25.
But in a different direction, not towards the. Oh no, this man.
Just. And they take the blade and just like go down the back of Hrothgar's spine, and you just see him. No. And they are unconscious.
No shit,
Holy shit.
Hrothgar.
Death not.
Shit just got real.
Brings us to the next.
Yes.
You
Oh yes, sir.
Oh,
die. And they will take their 3 attacks.
All right, all right, all right.
Ooh,
Oh, that's gonna miss.
a 16.
Ellie, keep moving. I'll throw my shield up.
The
God,
second attack, a 26.
that is definitely going to. That's gonna hit me. That's gonna hit me.
Great. So that is 29 damage. It'll be 6 slashing and 18 necrotic.
I forgot to do the short rest. That was just
Oh,
for
it,
that.
oh, there's necrotic damage involved in that.
Yep.
All right.
You got something against it?
Well, yeah, it's so much damage. That's what I have against it.
Okay, well, while you're figuring that out, I'm going to make their last attack.
No, I don't because I didn't have my my shit. No, it's fine. I'll just
Does
take it.
a 17 hit?
No, I shouldn't.
Shouldn't. 19 armor.
It should.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
it should. It shouldn't hit anyway.
Hits your shield. The second one, you're unable to recover after the heavy blow of fending off the first attack, and the second one slashes. And just before the blade's about to come right down on your face, you throw your shield up just in time, and you could hear the blade as it scratches off of the metal, and you hear the stone right to the stone, and you even hear some like rubble kind of kick up as the sword implants into the ground. Rothland.
Rothgar, that is how it is done. Oh shit, my bad. He still is not up. Okay.
If only he raged.
Damn it. Alright, my turn?
Your turn.
No. Black's
Yes, it
turn.
is. It's your turn.
Okay. Alright. So I am, let's see. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that in a way. I'm just going to step around Rothgar. My shadow entity will move to the other side. I don't know if we're doing flanking or whatever, but just thematically, we're surrounding this Death Knight, and we're going to take our just 3 attacks.
Okay.
Take 3 attacks. Let's see. Oops. Messing up here, Chad. What are you doing? Okay. Okay, so first attack with the spear. Gosh, damn, man, not again. That's gonna miss. 12. Second attack is a 6. Does a 16 hit the Death Knight?
Does not.
Okay. Last one, my shadow form takes a swipe as I miss twice, clanking off of his armor. 7. Does a 17 hit?
17 does not hit as you're trying to batter it with these attacks. The first 2, it just stands there, and your spear tip is just like glancing off of its armor, and then the third one looks like it's about to actually like get through, and it throws its large sword up in front to block it as it like goes back into position, standing guard.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that's all I'm gonna do here. I will. Yep. No. That's all. That's all I'm gonna do.
All right.
Shit.
Okay, cool. Oh, time to pull out the OP spell that I had to use last time. I run up to the Death Knight and I place a hand just on its wrist, and I cast Contagion.
Contagion. All right.
Which would be a DC 19 con save.
And is this the one where poison resistances don't matter?
I don't quite know because it's.
Or
known
no,
as
it was a disease when we were talking about the
yeah, it was a
paladin, right?
disease. Yeah.
So this says on hit the target is poisoned.
Yeah. That's the balancing act. If they can't be poisoned.
You place your hand on the Death Knight as it stands there vigilant with like both of its hands on the hilt after just defending itself off from Rothland. It just looks at you as this like green slime begins to crawl up of its arm, and you just notice that its eyes flicker with a bright blue flame, and as that does, you notice a flame begins to envelop its arm and burns off the poison, and just looks back at Rothland.
Blythe, get out of here.
It may be a little late for that. And as my bonus action, I'm gonna cast. Oh wait, nope, 2-level spells. Never mind. I guess that's my turn.
All right. That brings us to
I remembered.
Oscar. Death save. Oh. One success. That brings us to the Oracle.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Do your
oh boy.
worst. Come on.
They begin to try to swim away out of your range, or walk rather. So they move far enough for you to take an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
Ellie is going to try to, is going to try to bite them.
Okay.
And then, I can't remember, does Ellie have the feature where if she bites them, it, like, grapples them, too?
If... I don't know. I don't think so, because
Okay,
I think that's a
that's fine.
wolf, and this is like a land beast, I believe is what the stat block is.
Got you. Alright, that's fine with me.
They have
so
they
Ellie
have charge. That's what their
Yes, I saw
feature is.
that. That's what their feature is. Alright, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Ellie take the grapple, the special attack action to grapple.
Okay.
It is the
So that'll be athletics.
Yep. And you said it was I just right clicked Ellie's health thing. Is it there? No, it's not there.
It'd
There
be
it
the
goes.
same as your own token.
Athletics.
Should appear on the top, I believe.
That'll be a 12 from Ellie.
All right, and then they get opposing.
Mhm.
I guess they'll do athletics too. A
Oh
19.
fuck. Okay, well, yeah, that didn't work out too well. All right, well then I will take. I'll just attack. Santiago's gonna attack.
Okay.
Oh, did the Searing Smite give advantage or anything? Branding Smite.
I think it does.
I feel like it becomes visible. No, it doesn't. They can't become invisible.
Oh.
Oh, I'm also concentrating on that, so I need to make a Constitution saving throw to try to maintain my my spell. That's 19. I think 19 is half of the damage I took, so I should be good. All right. All right. All right, so I'm gonna make that attack.
Wait.
Oh, what's up?
Nice. Needed it.
Yeah, and because of that, I'm gonna fucking smite this motherfucker. I'm gonna.
Needed
Oh wait.
it.
It's yeah. I can. When
Yeah.
Let me look at my smite feature, but I think I can just do a regular fucking smite.
Divine Smite.
Yeah, just a divine smite.
Should be able to.
Whenever you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack. All right, so for the first level and 1d. Okay, so I'm gonna I'm gonna pump a second level spell slot into that, into divine smite.
Okay. I'll probably ask
All
you.
right.
Yep, I'll let you choose.
Oh shit. You know what? You're probably right. Hold on. Features. I didn't even click divine smite. I just. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't ask to. Oh wait, here it is. Damage. Yep. Normal. Formula. Nope. It's just asking to. Or standard roll. There we go. Is that doing it?
Click damage.
Versatile. No. Damage. No, it's just asking me to do.
Hmm.
The regular. Oh wait, no, critical hit. There we go. Critical hit.
It let me roll.
All right, so there is divine smite, and then my fucking lance damage, critical hit. All right, so there's that, and come on, like there's got to be something else, right? Right, guys? I mean, there's
I think
something.
that's
There's
it.
something else. There's more dice I can add to this, right? Somehow, some way. All right, yeah, that's it. So that it takes auto damage.
Mhm.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Does the radiant damage seem to be affecting it in any particular kind of way?
Not particular.
Okay, just normal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
All right, so they moved about there. Okay. They slowly begin to walk up towards you, Blythe, with this long, like, gnarled branch that comes up and has, like, this purplish pink gem kind of, like, housed in the twisted, gnarled bark. And they come and try to slam down on you with an attack. Does a 21 hit?
Hits.
All right, then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me. And
Come on, make it. Make that save.
a 17. Okay. So you take 25 bludgeoning and psychic damage. So I'm gonna apply that damage for you. So don't worry about it. And then since you failed your save, you are also incapacitated until the end of your next turn.
Oof.
I know I have a... It's basically stunned. Oh well, I don't know what the icon is. You are currently incapacitated as it like hits you directly on the forehead and you just feel this sharp pain. It feels like daggers just like penetrated through your skull and down your spinal cord, and you're like, it feels like you're just frozen and you can't move. And that brings us to Santiago.
So, Blythe, can you hear me?
I just groan a bit.
Yeah, so being incapacitated means you can't take actions or reactions.
Mm.
Santiago.
Can't take it. Mm.
Hold on, Ellie. And I will cast Zephyr Strike on me and Ellie again, and I will fucking I will go. Okay, hold on. I need to see 5, 10 feet away. It's right here. Okay, so I'm gonna run to right. I think that's 10 feet away, right? All right, so I'll charge to like right here with me and Ellie.
Okay.
I guess I need to be like up here. But that's like that puts me within 10 feet, which means my lance reaches. I guess maybe like Ellie can move forward to there so she can bite, and then me here because that puts me, yep, right there, like that.
All right. Make your rolls.
All right, well, is he getting an attack of opportunity over here?
Thank you for reminding me.
I'm 50. I think I'm 15 feet away from him. Yeah, that's just outside of it. Dang it. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what his reach is.
No, Zephyr
It's-
Strike, you don't provoke. No, you don't.
Oh, Zephyr
provoke
Strike
it.
doesn't provoke attack of opportunities?
Nope, I don't think so. Double check.
Oh, yeah,
it.
that's right. I don't until, I don't
Okay.
provoke attack of opportunities. Yeah, never mind then. Zephyr Strike. Okay.
But the advantage only lasts on the one, right?
Advantage is because I'm mounted.
Well, no, I'm just talking about the advantage portion of Zephyr Strike, though.
You
Once
move like
before the
wind
spell
to-
ends, you can give yourself advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I was just
Yeah.
curious.
all right, so Ellie is going to fucking, let's see, what was it? Charge deals extra damage, right? Target and then hits. Okay, so I need to make a maul attack. And that maul attack is going to be with advantage from Ellie because she's gonna give herself advantage. So that's I rolled a 19, and there's like plus this -1, -2, +1, what is happening there?
A lot of math.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, it's weird.
19 hit. 19, 20, 21 for the
19
strength.
hits.
It'd be 21 for the okay, yeah, I was about to say. And then I think she gets my proficiency modifier. Okay, so a 19 is gonna hit. All right. So it's it's an extra d6 slashing damage, for the maul. So there's that. There's 10 plus 2d6 there. So that's 14 damage from Ellie, plus you have to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone versus my spell save DC.
I think you're. Yeah, I'll roll the saving throw, but just make sure you're clicking the right ones because it's showing that Ellie did a critical hit.
Ellie, oh, I'm sorry. I did roll critical. I'm so sorry.
It's
No, that's
okay.
wrong.
That's
Fuck,
perfectly
my bad.
fine.
I clicked it on purpose. So
what is
actually,
the DC?
so that's
Strength
it's
saving
actually
throw?
hold on. She actually did 3 damage, bro. Because the first one I rolled was a 2, the next one I rolled was a 1, so it's 3 plus 2. So it's oh wow, yeah, you absolutely. Is that what a critical looks like? I'm confused because I rolled a 19 but that's the critical.
That's it'll. Let
That's
you
the
know.
one. Okay. My bad. Yeah, you can see where I may have been a little confused. All right, so it's 3, 4, 5 damage total. Passes that. Plus the Zephyr Strike damage for Ellie. My bad. Forgot to. There we go. Plus another 8 for the Zephyr Strike on Ellie. So that's 13 damage from Ellie total. And then from Santiago, we go with the lance, and we're gonna roll a lance attack with advantage. So what's the critical look like again? Which one was critical? Which one was a fucking critical, baby?
Hopefully, it
Let's
looks
go.
like that.
Hell
It looks like
yeah.
that. That's what the fuck it looks like.
All right,
All right.
roll for critical damage.
I absolutely am. I'm also going to
Smite 'em.
absolutely funnel a another divine smite into this, and it's going to be at that is so loud. Thank you. I feel I could hear myself yelling. It's going to be at level 2 again, right? Let me just check the thunder smite thing. All right. So I'm gonna do a what's searing smite? Never mind. Level 2, fucking divine smite. So that is critical damage on the lance. All right. Then that is critical damage on divine smite, which is 4d6.
6d8, ain't it?
D8?
Yeah. Right?
I don't think so. Is
2d8 for a first level spell, 1d8 for each level after, so 3d8.
oh
So 6d8.
it's 68? Okay.
I might be looking at the wrong thing, but I think that's right.
2d8 for the first level spell slot, plus 1d8 for each level higher than
Yeah,
first.
so
Yeah,
so
38.
68.
So 68?
Because it's normally 3,
Yeah,
and then you double
get
it.
'em.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. So there's 68 damage right here, which I should have done last turn as well. It should have been 68. I don't know if I rolled it right. And then Zephyr Strike is going to be 2 more d8.
Yes. Pile it on them. That's
All right. So that much damage.
I think the Zephyr Strike is only
30
once. So.
damage.
Do what now?
I think the damage from Zephyr Strike, because it says once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage.
That attack
On one attack roll on your turn, that attack deals an extra 1d8.
Deals an extra-
So I don't think
yeah,
it's every
1d8
single
force
hit. I think it's just the
And
first
this is
hit,
just
right?
one. This is just one attack. Yeah. This is so Zephyr Strike. When I cast a spell on Santiago, it gets cast to my mount.
Yeah, but did you
So
not use
Zephyr-
that whenever you attacked the Oracle in the pool? Before?
Zephyr Strike?
Yeah.
Yeah. I recast it at the beginning of this turn. And then charged him. So I cast Zephyr Strike again.
Okay, I didn't realize that you cast
Yeah,
it
yeah,
again.
I recast Zephyr Strike. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay,
I recast Zephyr
sense.
Strike is what happened.
makes
yes.
sense.
And that's why Ellie did Zephyr Strike damage, and we didn't provoke the attack of opportunity and all that. Yeah.
It's
Also makes
nice.
sense why you were asking how long it lasted, too.
Yeah, no, I know it's a concentration, but okay. All right, does
All
that
right.
complete your turn?
Well, no, it's not gonna complete my turn. So that was that, right? Shit. I am gonna. Does this thing look hurt at all?
Yeah,
Okay.
looks pretty beat up.
I'm gonna spend the rest of my movement because I was like 15 feet, and then Ellie has 50 feet of movement. I'm gonna spend the rest of my movement to go like right here.
All right.
Yeah, like that. Yes, and that now will be my turn.
Okay.
Oh wait, I have a second attack, and on my way out I'll take my second attack at this dude. I forgot I have 2 attacks, so I'll just take a second attack at that motherfucker. Does a 14 hit?
It is not.
All right, cool. I'm like, oh shit, yes! I forgot about my combat prowess. And I'll get back here behind everybody. So you're all now within my aura of protection.
Beautiful. Even with the second missed attack, what a fucking turn.
All right.
Yeah. That was like some Chad shit.
Paladin critting is no joke.
I know it is not.
Oops. Oof. Still hits anyways. As Rothgar lies on the ground, you see
Oh God, he's killing him. He's just gonna kill him.
death. And you notice the life from Rothgar's eyes go black, and then you hear a sort of mutterance coming from the void from the center here.
I have a perfect place for you.
And you see him being drug off by a chain that launches up and instantly grapples and wraps him up. And you just see the chain slide down, and Rothgar is pulled down into the abyss.
No. Not again.
And the Death Knight has one more attack, so they turn and look at you, Rufflin.
Alrighty.
Natural one.
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
They
Eat
go
it.
to
Ah,
swing down on
idiot.
you, and they drop down to a knee, and it seems that they just stay in that same crouching position instead of returning to their standing pose. That brings us to the next one here, as they walk forward. And they will go to, actually, I lied.
Yeah, I actually need to roll for concentration.
Okay, go ahead.
Or it's a con save, right?
Yes.
Nice.
Perfect.
Okay, cool.
Actually, so you see this one walking forward, and its body ignites in blue fire, and it sticks its hand out, and you see this fiery orb being conjured in the palm of its hand and blasts out towards you. So I need you to make I can make a template. Oh, I guess it just hits
Oh,
everyone.
damn.
Everyone
what?
make dex saves for me. As it just
All right,
launches this fire orb from its hand.
What do we add, Justin?
All right. I have Aura of Protection, which gives everybody
Plus
features. I think it's
something.
plus
2.
It's
I think.
I think so. Yeah. Let me just check real quick.
Your charisma, ain't it?
I think it's my
Oh, yeah,
my
it
charisma
might be
modifier.
I'm
Which
pretty
is
sure
plus 2.
even with
It's plus 2.
halves.
It's plus 2.
Yeah. Bonus to saving throws equal to charisma mod.
All right. Plus 2, I got a 20. I rolled a 16, so a 18, and then
Okay.
plus 2, 20.
You said dexterity saving throw?
Damn, Blythe. Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. So successes
And
take
then-
half.
Ellie.
Failures take
Oh,
full.
what the hell?
That's a lot of ones.
That's 68 damage, bro.
I think I'm dead.
6d8.
No. 68.
What?
Yep.
Oh.
You're the only one who takes half of that at that.
I think that may be miscalculated. I'm gonna say that that's 32.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it rolled it twice. It rolled 20d6. Did you want to roll 20d6 or 10d6?
No, it rolls 20d6. It's 10d6 fire and 10d6 necrotic. That's right,
Yep.
actually.
That's correct.
My God. What was that destructive wave?
All right, 1 second. Ellie. I just need to roll for Ellie. Dexter, but I don't think there's anything that. No, man, she's just dead. Ellie's dead.
68 is my current hit points, and then my full HP, so I'm dead.
Hey, let the DM tell you that, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that the 32 drops you to your 0, and then
So I take 16.
yeah, I'm only doing the first. I'm not doing 68.
What? All right, so it's 32 damage.
32 damage, half if you
Oh, okay.
succeeded. Well, Blythe, that looks like that still knocks you unconscious. Rolflin, what's that take you to? And then Santiago, have you applied your damage already?
Yeah, but I don't think I applied the damage for the guy who bashed me earlier. I think I forgot to do that, so I'm looking at that right now.
That should take me to 58 HP.
Okay, just so I can keep track here.
Yeah, and I don't know how I'm gonna make that save. What would that save be? No, that's only 16 damage. So I rolled. Yeah, I just need to roll. I need to roll my con save though with advantage for Warcaster.
I believe it was like right around there. I think.
Con save. Nice. I make my save.
Okay. Perfect. And yeah, this one will use the rest of its movement to come around here. Rolflin, what would you like to do?
Ooh, I would like to heal somebody, but I can't. So
Okay.
So let's see. Can I heal somebody? That'd be sweet if I could. Spells. Negative. I would like to use a reaction to cast absorb elements though. Can I do that still?
I'm afraid that we're not on the same turn anymore.
Okay. Gotcha.
But if you call it out next time, for sure.
Yeah, I forgot about it. Just noticed it, remembered it. Okay. I will. Well, I'll do the only thing I can do. Is the Oracle is still up, right?
Yes.
Both of these,
Looking pretty beat up.
who cast the damn fireball? The Oracle?
No,
Nope.
it was one of the knights.
One of the Death Knights.
Oh my god. Yeah, let's take the Oracle out. I'm gonna try to take the Oracle out and make I'll make 2 attacks for now.
Okay.
Yep. So the first attack does. God, man, my rolls are terrible. It does an 18 hit.
The Oracle? Yes.
Yes, 18 does hit. Sweet. Okay. So it does 10 piercing damage plus. Nice. Another 8 radiant damage.
Okay.
And it cannot heal itself now. And then take another attack at it. Dude. 16 does a 16 hit.
A 16 just misses.
Okay. I'll go ahead and unleash Carnation then. And I'll take another attack against it.
Okay. How much damage did you say you did?
Oh shit, the first time?
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was. I remember it was 8. I rolled an 8 radiant damage, and I want to say it was 10 piercing damage on the first attack.
Okay.
Okay. And so the second one's a 22 to hit, and it takes 14 piercing damage and
Okay.
another 5 radiant damage.
All right.
Okay. And that's the turn. No, it's not. I will use second wind for you get some HP back, hopefully.
Okay.
Okay. And that's my turn. So I'll get 8 HP back.
Blythe, please make a death save for me. You have 1 success.
You also get a bonus to that saving throw, by the way, from me.
Oh,
Yeah.
somehow this person's still here. Okay. All right. They take a step forward and like place their foot on Blythe's unconscious body as they reach out and point towards you, Santiago.
Okay.
Drone. And they are going to use. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
All right. $16.
Plus.
Nothing.
Oh, you don't get pluses on your saves for your aura.
Oh, do I benefit from the aura? Let's see. Aura protection. Whenever you are a friendly creature. Okay, so 18.
Anything else?
That ominous music says it all. Do I need something else?
You need a 19. Need one more point.
If I could squeak it out, I would.
Yeah.
Do I have let's see if I have a reaction spell. No, I don't.
Do I have a reaction? I don't have nothing I can do either. Shit.
Points his hand at you. You begin to, as you're like looking at everybody, everything slowly begins to start going in like a wavy motion.
Mm-hmm.
And then it starts circulating in a sort of spiral. It almost looks like you begin to start looking in an oozing mirror before you.
So I've used 2 of my features, right? I have seen them. And I have used what was the other feature I used, guys? It was the protector feature, right? It was like I'm selfless, I'm a martyr.
Wasn't it the blood sacrifice feature?
The self-sac, yeah, it was like I was a martyr.
That was,
So-
yeah.
So I'll use
That's
my
not right.
okay. I'll use my
Something's going on here.
Ethan, if I could try,
Okay.
I'd like to use my negative feature.
All right.
Which is I don't remember what it was. Blythe, which one did you give out? You gave one to me, right? Which one did you give me? I don't remember what it is. It's locked away in our chat somewhere.
your feature, or rather, it was basically you were bound to me, and you had to protect all allies at any cost and never hurt another ally.
Yeah. I don't remember what my negative. Ethan, do you remember what Santiago's negative feature was? Or would you like to give me one to potentially roleplay?
I probably have it.
You probably have it. I don't know where it's at. Like it's like lost in our chat somewhere.
You already used the one that I gave you.
Yes, which is I have seen them.
Yeah.
And I've used my
seen them.
good. I've used my virtue. My vice is what it is. I haven't used my vice yet.
We need it.
Oh,
There, I got it. Hold on.
12, 19.
Your
24. Oh, here it
vice,
is.
seeking penance.
Okay, I got it. I got you. Right here. I just pulled it up as well.
Right. As reality begins to bend around you and you start to lift up off of the ground,
I start thinking about the
ripping Leon's heart out.
yeah, and it's like the Gaia starts to like throb and swell in my head, right? And I think about, I go back to being in the mountains surrounding Arl's Landing, kind of the wind swirling around me in the snow as I'm being taught these sacred rituals of the tribal people to tame and to call forth allies, and asking, and I turn to the woman teaching me, the orcish woman that's teaching me. But does this not seem to be? It doesn't feel like this is the way to save people. This is what I see evil people do. How do I know that this is the right thing to do? I ask her. It's Velma. I turn to Velma and ask her.
You will know what to do. You have to find a way.
The wind swirls, and now we're standing in the throne room in Arl's Landing as the Frost family, the king and the queen haven't returned, and the vacant seat being vied for by different houses, the quarreling and the backdoor dealings have come to an end as the youngest daughter, Elsa, or I mean, it was Annabelle. Anna is, the oldest daughter, Eliza is gone and missing, and the youngest sister, Annabelle, is being put on the throne.
Walks up to quarreling nobles. I think I'll take this for myself. As an icy blast covers them as she walks up. And then shatters into chunks across the floor as she takes her seat.
I instinctively place my hand on my sword, and I look over at my commanding officer, Velma, waiting for what to do. Looking for a moment to, like, as if I'm gonna move against her.
We can't be a part of this. There are bigger things at stake.
Right, we are sworn to protect. Yes, we are sworn to protect the crown.
Find her. She's out there somewhere.
And I think that we cut to these moments of like me asking around inside Earl's Landing, for where Eliza might be, and um, Annabelle having us, the Flying Frost Guard, bring people in who are, have been levying taxes and punishing them, and then people who were just talking against her, and things get worse and worse until finally in the night, I go to Velma. I cannot do this anymore. This is not what we swore to do. We swore to protect these people. This is corruption. We can no longer stand here and help her hurt these people when a war is being waged. We need to stand for something. I have trusted you always. What should we do?
What we always do. Fight. Wake up.
I was hoping to hear that. I grab my blade and in my hand, and shining with divine light, the new power of protecting the people despite what the crown says, despite what the commanders say, despite what everybody says. And I'm confused. I look over at the faces of through the, like, now I'm in the moment of, we're back here, I'm hovering in the air, Santiago's hovering in the air, the nature of the world being warped around him, and my vision is twisted. I look at the three figures in front of me to figure out who is doing this, and I can't tell. They all look, I can't tell which is which. Maybe I'll do anything, for my allies. The guy is like throbbing in my head. If I make a mistake here, and I look at all three of the figures that are standing there, and I will try to, I don't know which one is the Oracle, which one is Blythe, and which one is Rofflin. I can't tell. And so I'll call, Blythe. Do I heal you guys, or try to kill the bad guy? Which one should I try?
How about you roll a D at 100 for me?
Hell yeah, let's go. Alright, hell yeah. Let's do it.
Come on.
I can't look. Just tell, I'm not even gonna look anymore. You just,
What did we get?
alright. I don't know.
Wow.
I'm not even gonna look anymore.
That's one.
I don't want to know what I got. Just narrate to me, DM. Let's do this.
As you're basically levitating in the air and the space, the world is shifting and altering around you. Rolflin, you see Santiago being raised in the air, and it looks like his body is being like stretched and spun and like swirling down like a wormhole almost. Santiago, as you look out, all of the figures that you're looking at before you, like you said, you don't recognize any of them. All you see is the figures that make up the bodies go to like this very dark shade to where they're unrecognizable. And then amongst the middle of it, as everything begins to almost fade to black, you notice below or from Blythe's unconscious body on the ground, this sort of yellow glow, a figure made of almost, it looks like a figure made of divine light, like sits up from Blythe's body and begins to stand up, and they reach their hand out towards you.
Well, I'm so sorry. Weeping fully from all of seeing the faces of every person that he was sworn to protect, that he hurt in the name of the crown. I know I'm supposed to protect you, but I cannot hurt any of your allies. But you just have to forgive me. I'll grab the hand of that thing and I will channel divinity, my entire life force into it. I will give my life to Blythe, which is hurting me, breaking the Gaius, but also what I'd like to do.
You hear that similar thunder off into the distance. And everything, you see the figure made of divine light explodes out from you as this bright yellow energy washes over this entire room. Everything goes dark. And you get a faint glimpse of the dragon that has been flying around this area, and it seems that they have crashed into the tower and knocked like the top half off as you guys are like falling over from the impact and the explosion around you. You look up and you see like the dragon's body skidding off of the ledge over the tower over here as it knocks the walls completely out, and rubble and rock are just like splashing and falling off everywhere.
What the hell is going on? Santiago says, what the fuck?
So you find yourself on the top floor of this tower with the roof completely like destroyed, and you can kind of see out over the vast landscape of what once was Farrell's Valley. And you notice like the hand of one of the Death Knights hanging on, and it like the rocks begin to crumble out beneath its fingers, and the rocks give away, and it falls. You notice that like the void has kind of disappeared, and you just see a giant hole that leads down into the second floor of the building where you were. And an unconscious Blythe lays on the ground before you.
For Roughlin and Santiago?
From okay.
I wasn't expecting to succeed. I was actually expecting to fail that one.
You have 2 successes.
Is it just me and Blythe? Or is
I
Santiago
guess
here
that's
as well?
stabilized. Just hear shallow breathing from Blythe right now.
As Blythe's kind of like laying on these stairs, and in like a pool of blood, but still here.
And it's just me and him?
It's
Or is
just
there
you
3?
and Blythe.
I crouch down beside Blythe. And I put my hand on his chest, take a knee. So I'm looking around. I see everything that's happened, and I'm going to say a prayer. I'm going to call out to Dragorth. Dragorth, hear your champion's plea. And as I take a knee beside him, like the very point of my spear still glows, and I'll start to draw. I draw a circle, like cutting into Blythe. I'll draw a circle around his right eye with an off-center line down the towards the outside of his eye, down it, and I pray to you that in his death you show him favor, show him your truth. He has potential. And I'll see if he hears me.
You just hear me murmur, Santiago. Where is Santiago? We need him.
Oh, he's Blythe. You're okay. I don't know what's happened. It looked like our death was inevitable. And Santiago, he's done something. He was a true hero. Whatever he's done, he saved us both. Rest his soul. And I look around.
As you look around, again, just stone and rubble everywhere. You can see explosions off into the distance, different variations of colored fire over the rolling hills. You look across to the west, and you see something similar. It's just like this sort of chaotic, chromatic destruction that comes and goes in waves as the fighting continues. And you can see what looks like allied forces getting closer and closer, following up behind you guys as you push through and make your way closer to Carnea. You sit there and kind of like holding Blythe up a little bit. Did you say you put a mark on his eye?
Yeah, I was about to say, sorry about hopefully that didn't hurt. I thought you were dying. I apologize. Did you did you feel
I'll say you did that while I was still completely unconscious before I made my test.
thought he was sitting there in a pool of his blood, like shallow breathing unconscious when I was doing that, but then he woke up.
The shock and pain is what brought me back to consciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you notice like immediately after the marking was made that you caught this second wind and your wounds began to sort of stabilize as the bleeding had stopped. You can feel like this warmth below your eye where the marking has been made, and you can feel this sort of, it's almost like sort of gravitational tug on your conscious. You can feel like the warmth and the glow of Yara, but now you also feel this sort of not necessarily darkness, but this need to search for truth at the same time. And you kind of sit up and regain your breath, and you guys notice that Santiago is no longer with you. Rofflin, near your feet, you do notice pull something here. You do notice like this sort of like icy blue little sash that kind of hung just below like just behind the fat end of the blade of Santiago's lance, to where like he held on. And you can see like this sort of white etched emblem of the Frost Guard.
I'll pick it up. And kneel down and Eliza. Oh, she can't hear me. Oh, how I wish she could. You've lost one of your greatest warriors. If everyone was like... Right?
What do you mean we've lost one of her greatest warriors? Who have we lost?
Santiago. He's given his life to save ours, to save yours. I don't know what he did, what powerful magic. But we were greatly outnumbered.
Blythe is silently weeping.
Here, you can hold on to these, and I'll hand it to him. The emblem of the Frost Guard.
And as you hand him the little sash, you know, the camera rapidly backs up as it pans out, and you can see like the entire battlefield, and you see like blue lightning strikes across the sky as the storm begins to kind of swirl above, and you guys are kind of saturated with this spontaneous rainfall, and you can see like the full-on destruction of the top of this tower, and the allied troops moving forward to set up their next perimeter, and that's where we'll end tonight's session.
I think on the wind,
people in here.
I think on the wind, everybody on the wind, I think you hear, and if we all want to participate, you know, on the wind, I think as you're holding the sash, you hear, "Allo, I am Santiago, la flor de la fuego."
Santiago!
La flor! Like echoes back for some reason. Love you guys. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, have a good night, everybody. Come check us out Friday. for Point of Interest, and then Saturday for Vinewood.
Point of
then-
inspiration.
Yeah, Point of Inspiration, not Point of Interest.
It is a point of interest, though.
Yeah. Yeah, come join us.
I'd say an interesting
All right.
point.
Have a good night, everybody.
All right, love you guys. Bye.
Peace.